Hello everyone, I'm Jilson. Download the source file below in the description. Let's get started. Now I'll show another important resources. I'll click here in the tab view. I have these resources, freeze panes. Imagine this worksheet has thousands and thousands or maybe millions of rows. When I scroll down, I lost the header for the first rows. I want to fix this. Or if I scroll to the right, I lost my reservation ID. I can fix these rows and columns. Here I have these options, freeze panes. If I click here, I have the first option, freeze the top row. If I choose this, now I can scroll down with the first row freeze, and I can unfreeze panes. I scroll down again normally. I have the options to freeze the first column. If I choose this, Excel display a line here, and now I can scroll and continue see the first column. But imagine I want to freeze both the first row and the first column. I can click here and then I choose freeze panes, and with this Excel freeze both first column and first rows. You can fix this. I can unfreeze panes. If I want to freeze the first two columns and the first row, I can click here. Excel uses this cell as reference, and I can click freeze panes, and now I freeze the first row and the first two columns. Another resource I want to show you, let me unfreeze panes, is split. Imagine you have a larger worksheet and you want to fix the first 10 rows, for example, and compare values with other rows. You can select the line you want to fix. Here you can have the options split. With this, Excel divide the screen in two parts. You can now have scroll bar here at the top, and you have scroll bar here on the bottom. You can navigate independent from first part and the second part. You have these options to combine dual window in the same space. You can remove this by double click. We remove this. If you want to separate this again, you can select this and split. And now I can split this in 4 parts. I have options to manipulate each part independently. I can double click to remove, and you can divide this horizontal or vertical. I double click to remove this. This is another important resource you can use. If you select the entire row, divide one part at the top, another part at the bottom. If you want to divide this in 4 rows, only select one cell and split. Excel divide in 4 parts. If you click and split again, you remove this. Another important resource I want to show you, here at the bottom on the status bar, you have the options page layout. You can prepare your worksheet for printing. If I click here, I can see which information will be printed in the first page, which information will be printed in the second page. If I want, I can include a header here at the top, and I can include more information if I want. I can see all my information previous before printing. If I want to back to my normal view, I can click here again, normal. You can switch between normal view and page layout view. Now I'll show how to modify this to print. Continue here in the status bar. I have this new icon, page layout preview. If I click here, now I can see which information will be printed and which information not be printed. If I click here in file and choose print, I can see the print from reservation ID until email. I can click back here again. Now I can click and drag to print from the reservation ID to total. I want to print this information. If I click file again and print. Now I print from reservation ID to total. This is okay for me, but if I wanted to print all information, I can click and drag this line for the right, and now I can print all my information. Excel can reduce the font size, but I can print all information. I can click and print, and now I can see all my information. Here in the print area, you can change the orientation from the paper. If you change this, you can have more space. You can choose information from your print. This is you can see in other Office applications. I will click in back, and I can click in normal view again. In this lesson, I will show how to protect your worksheet and workbook. Here at the top, I have the tab review. If I click here in the review, I have this option, protect worksheet. I can see a lot of items I can allow people do. Normally I use the default, select and unselect unlock cell. I can type a password to protect worksheet 123 for example, and I click OK. I confirm the password and click OK again. Now if you go to the home, people can't modify this worksheet. If people try to insert information, people can receive an error alert. I will click OK, but people can delete this worksheet. To protect the workbook, I can click in review again and protect workbook. I enter a password again 123 only for example for this course, and again to confirm and click OK. Now people can delete this worksheet. This is an interesting feature you can use it to protect your worksheet and workbook. To unprotect, you click and type the password again, and again type the password. Now people can use it normal the worksheet. Now, after finish your work, you have one more options to share this worksheet with other people. Here at the top, I continue here in the tab review. You have this icon, share. You have a lot of options. You can share this by email, or copy this link and send by email, or you can send link for this sheet. If you work with teams, you can work together. But for me, I will show how to share with email. I click in the first options. You have options to include an email or group and send a message for another person can work with this worksheet. And you can copy this link. I will cancel this. I will save this. That's it. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe in my channel so you can receive new contents like this every weekend. And if you want to continue practice with me, you can watch my full courses Excel for Beginners, completely free, with the link below in the description, and you can see the link at the right corner. See you in the next lesson. Bye.